There are certain neighborhoods in Hamilton that are about to explode, and I'm not seeing anybody talk about them. Until today, anyways. While most people know that Hamilton's overall median home values are up year over year, not that many people realize that only a few neighborhoods are carrying the growth. So in today's video, I am going to walk you through the specific Hamilton neighborhoods that are expected to see the most momentum in late 2026 into 2027. The reasons behind each one, the investment that's driving them, and what buyers and investors need to know before prices reflect what is already happening on the ground. And stick around until the end, because I'm going to tell you the one neighborhood in Hamilton that almost nobody's talking about right now, but has a specific development catalyst coming that historically produces some of the fastest neighborhood level appreciation in any transitioning city. And it's not the one most people would guess. I want to tell you something about how real estate appreciation actually works in a transitioning city, because most buyers get this backwards. They wait for the neighborhood to feel good before they buy in the neighborhood. They want the new restaurants to be open. They want the streets to feel uber safe, the renovation work to be finished. And by the time all of that's true, the people who bought while the paint was still wet have already made their money. The window in a transforming neighborhood is the period between when the investment is committed and when the public catches up to what that investment means. That window is often about 18 to 36 months. It requires reading signals before they are obvious. Development arrangements, infrastructure projects, anchor businesses, city council decisions. The unglamorous early indicators that tell you where a neighborhood is going before anyone else is paying attention. Right now, Hamilton has several neighborhoods sitting inside that window simultaneously. And for buyers who understand what to look for, the picture is unusually clear. Now, if today's the first day we are meeting, I am Andrea Kugler at Bowling & Kugler Realty. I own AK Collective. We are a real estate team here in Hamilton that help buyers and sellers in the Hamilton, Ohio market and all the greater Cincinnati area. Our job is to help you find the right spot at the right time and not after the moment has already passed. So let's talk about what Hamilton, Ohio neighborhoods are expected to boom and what is driving each one of them. Number one, the North 3rd Street and Great Miami River corridor. This is the most consequential development corridor in Hamilton right now, and one with the most capital actively being deployed. Crawford Hoying, one of the most respected mixed-use developers in Ohio and Indiana region, is in the middle of a minimum $150 million redevelopment of the former Cohen recycling site at 55 North 3rd Street, directly across from Great Miami River and Spooky Nook Sports Complex. Phase 1 of this project includes 176 apartments and 120 key hotel. That is not a future promise. It's a contractual obligation with a favorable city loan attached to it. When phase 1 delivers, that corridor will have Spooky Nook drawing visitors on one side of the river and a brand new mixed-use residential and hospitality development on the other side of the river. Why this matters for nearby residential real estate? Mixed-use development of this scale creates walkability, activity, and foot traffic that raises the perceived and actual quality of life in the surrounding blocks. Residential properties within walking distance of a completed mixed-use riverfront development are priced differently than properties next to a vacant industrial site. The transition from vacant to vibrant is happening right now, and the pricing in the surrounding streets has not fully caught up yet. Number two, downtown Hamilton and the High and Main Street corridors. The MLK Jr. corridor and the High and Main Street corridors are exactly what Hamilton's city manager described as having a significant pipeline of development agreements and site plans moving through city council. That pipeline is now becoming visible on the street. The Well House Hotel, a boutique Tapestry by Hilton property, is open and operating. Downtown restaurants, including Car Magnolia on 3rd, The Gray, Rossville Pizza Company, and Murchie have established a dining scene that was not there 5 years ago. A Holiday Inn Express near Miami University is under construction. The Schuler and Beddinghoff Mill redevelopment is bringing a 100-unit apartment complex with commercial spaces to the downtown fabric. What this means for residential real estate. Downtown Hamilton is in the early stages of the kind of transformation that cities like Over the Rhine and Cincinnati went through a decade ago. The bones are exceptional, as multiple developers and architects have publicly noted. The walkable street grid, the proximity to the river, all of it is there. The question has always been whether the investment would follow, and it is following. Properties in and immediately adjacent to the High and Main corridor are positioned to benefit from the hospitality, dining, and mixed-use investment landing in their immediate surroundings. The repricing has begun, and it is not yet finished. The Riverside neighborhood. The Riverside neighborhood is one of the most intriguing pockets in Hamilton for buyers with a longer-term horizon. Logistics Property Group is planning a multi-million-dollar data center project specifically in the Riverside neighborhood district. Data centers aren't glamorous, but they are a significant economic contributor. They bring high-skill development, infrastructure investment, and a signal to other businesses that the corridor has utilities, connectivity, and city support to handle serious commercial development. The Jefferson neighborhood. The Jefferson neighborhood is a specific focus of Hamilton's Build Back the Block initiative, the city's $2.5 million state-funded workforce housing program. Phase 1 is delivering 12 new homes on Ludlow Street, with several expected to be completed before the end of 2026. The city of Hamilton owns more than 250 residential parcels in Jefferson and surrounding neighborhoods ready for redevelopment, meaning the pipeline of new construction investment in the area is not limited to Phase 1. What makes Jefferson interesting from a real estate perspective is that city-backed investment model. When a municipality commits to own land, secures state grant funding, and partners with organizations like Habitat for Humanity, it signals a level of institutional commitment to a corridor that private investment tends to follow. So here's the neighborhood I told you that nobody's talking about but has the most specific and predictable appreciation catalyst coming. The Spooky Nook adjacent residential streets. This one is the most direct and most straightforward. Spooky Nook's sports champion mill draws tens of thousands of visitors annually for youth sports tournaments, conferences, and events. Families traveling for weekend tournaments need places to stay, but they also look around and explore downtown. They notice the river, and some of them are starting to ask questions about what it would be like to live in Hamilton, Ohio. That pattern has been documented across markets in the country where large-scale sports and entertainment complexes have been developed. The visitor traffic creates a pipeline of potential residents who would never have considered the city previously, out that anchor that brought them there. The residential streets closest to Spooky Nook, particularly the ones that offer convenient access while still feeling like established neighborhoods, are the ones that benefit most directly. So I want to hear from you. Are you looking in Hamilton, Ohio and trying to figure out what part of the city you should focus on or move to? Or are you already there and watching these videos in live time? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one and I want to hear from you. Hamilton, Ohio is growing and I'd love for you to be a part of it.